Hello and welcome to this video lesson on DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting is also known as DNA typing or DNA profiling. The technique of DNA fingerprinting was developed by Alec Jeffreys in 1984. This technique is very popular nowadays for matching the DNA of people for detection of criminals from the suspects and solving maternity and paternity issues. If it comes to the principle of DNA fingerprinting, it's a technique of determining nucleotide sequences of certain areas of DNA which are unique to each individual. In fact, each person has a unique DNA fingerprint. A DNA fingerprint is same for every cell, tissue or organ of a person. It cannot be altered like conventional fingerprints. The ideal way to distinguish an individual from other people is to compare entire DNA of the genome. Before starting with the technique of DNA fingerprinting, we have to know some important terms which are used in DNA fingerprinting. The first of them is DNA polymorphism. DNA polymorphism is differences in DNA sequences. These differences arise due to mutation. A DNA polymorphism is in fact a sequence difference compared to a reference standard that is present in at least 1 to 2% of a population. These polymorphisms can be longer or can be due to single base. These single base pair polymorphism are known as single nucleotide polymorphism. Some of polymorphism may have thousands of bases. Another term used in DNA fingerprinting is probe. The probes are single stranded DNA or RNA which are tagged with radioactive molecules. The DNA probe does not need to be a sequence from human DNA. It may be a DNA sequence of any other animal or any other organism. In India, the first probe was developed by Professor Lalji Singh at Center of Cellular and Molecular Biology, Hyderabad. These probes are used to hybridize with the samples of DNA for DNA fingerprinting. Another important term is variable number tandem repeats or VNTRs. VNTR is a location in a genome where a short nucleotide sequence is organized as a tandem repeat. These can be found on many chromosomes and show variation in length and number of repeats among individuals. Another important term is satellite DNA. The satellite DNA is a fraction of eukaryotic DNA. It is found only in eukaryotic DNA. The prokaryotic DNA lack the satellite DNA. So, the satellite DNA is a fraction of eukaryotic DNA that differs in density from most of its DNA and determined by centrifugation. It consists of short repetitive nucleotide sequences. So, this satellite DNA is used for matching the DNA in DNA fingerprinting. The technique of DNA fingerprinting involves many steps. The first step is the isolation of DNA. The DNA is isolated by using different types of enzymes. These enzymes include lipases, proteases, and RNases. The second step is amplification of DNA. It means increasing the amount of DNA. The amount of DNA in samples may be very scarce, and for DNA fingerprinting we require some more amounts, and DNA amplification is done by using technique of polymerase chain reaction. Next step is digestion of DNA by using restriction endonucleases. In this step, the DNA is cut into small fragments by using restriction endonucleases or restriction enzymes. Then, in the fourth step, the DNA fragments are separated in specific bands according to their length. After this separation by electrophoresis, the separated DNA fragments are blotted on another membrane. This membrane is synthetic, such as nitrocellulose. The process of blotting is known as southern blotting after the name of its discoverer. The next step is hybridization using the labeled VNTR probe. And in the last step, detection of hybridized DNA segments is done by autoradiography. In this figure, we can see the detection of a criminal from two suspects by using DNA fingerprinting. Here we are using three samples. One is the DNA sample which was recovered from the crime scene, that is the sample C. There are two individuals which are suspects, individual A and individual B. The three samples produce different bands during gel electrophoresis, and when hybridized with a similar genetic probe, they produced radioactive bands. These radioactive bands are matched for the sample C, sample A, and sample B. And in this figure, we found that sample C, that is DNA recovered from the crime scene, matches perfectly with the sample B. And we can say that the individual B is the criminal from the both suspects A and B. DNA fingerprinting is applied for many purposes. The first and the foremost purpose is to detect criminals from the suspects, as we have seen in this figure. Another application is to determine paternity or maternity of an individual of dispute. Another more important application of DNA fingerprinting may be to determine population and genetic diversity